up to another one here that I'm going to show you. 네, 안녕하세요. 네.
Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit about your company?
Yeah, so our company name is JL Fabric and Chemical. So we're a company that manufactures leather, which is PU leather, so synthetic vegan leather. We've been doing this for the last 30 years. Today, though, we are here because we decided to come up with some sustainable lines. So one is sustainable silicone leather, which is a replacement for some of the PU leathers that we currently produce. And the other one is silicone heat transfer vinyl.
Okay, do you want to have a look here? I'll show you. So this is some of the silicone heat transfer vinyl he was explaining about. And these two, you said this is pleather, right?
No, this is also the vinyls put into place. So you have some of the silicone leather as a hanger, but what you see at the back is basically the vinyls, all kind of cut out into each respective logo and put on. So we have 3 series, which is the original series, the reflective series, and the pattern series. So the original series is basically like the flagship one where it replaces some of the PU heat transfer vinyls that are currently out there in the market. It's very sustainable, it's stretchy, so a lot of athletic brands like to use it. Like you see on the leggings.
If you want to come see here, so we've got some leggings that have been used with this technology. I see.
Yeah, so this one is actually fitted with our silicone reflective. Current market reflective films don't stretch. So if you put it on articles of clothing like leggings, once it stretch, it'll crack. And so you'll have that crack on your clothing, which is something that you don't want. Whereas with our silicone heat transfer vinyl reflective series, it'll stretch, rebound, and keep that clean shape throughout its lifetime. So,
and you mentioned it was sustainable. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes.
How it's sustainable? Yeah.
Yeah, so originally the current market ones are made with polyurethane, which uses a lot of like chemicals like DMF, toluene, and a lot of different VOCs. But with silicone, you have none of that. So we use silicone, which is naturally a very sustainable element. It's derived from silicon, which is the second most abundant element on the Earth's crust.
So let's have a little bit of a look here, if you'd like. You can see the different kind of textures that they're working with as well, and some of the different colors that they're able to manufacture. Is there anything you want to tell us about some of these? Or?
Yeah, so from here, it's our silicone line. So everything here, we just use different fabric bases, and coat it with silicone to give a leather-like texture, or even just a plain texture. So a lot of the plain ones are used for camping mats. One of the biggest advantages of silicone is it's anti-staining. So if you go outdoors, if you have a lot of mud or dirt that gets on, you can just shake it off, or even just wipe it off with a tissue, with some water, and it'll go away. So that's the benefit of that. So we have here, it's a silicone coated mesh, and so you may have seen some of these on Amazon for like cutting boards. So yeah, it's very good for portable cutting boards, for camping mats, and this one is going to be used for like a yoga mat. So it has a PVC backing, which is very thick, and has a silicone top for the smooth effect.
Okay. So a lot more uses than just sportswear, right? Lots of ways it can be applied. Okay, and so it's sustainable, and it's stretchy, and it's long-lasting, and it's stain-resistant. Wow, that's great to see. So if you want to come and have a look up close at some of these materials, we can show you all the different uses as well. As he said, there are 3 different kinds. Do you want to explain them one more time just for the camera close-up?
Yeah, so the original series is just our matte film. So all the original series they have a matte surface. Yeah. The reflective series it was first developed for very practical use. So for firefighting clothing, police wear, or safety vests that require a lot of practical features. So one of the other features about silicone is it has very high heat resistancy. So it withstands up to around 260 degrees Celsius. And so we decided to utilize that for practical use. So that's our reflective line. Our pattern line is something that is very unique to us. Yeah. You can't make polyurethane pattern. Once you press it over 100 degrees Celsius, the pattern will disappear and melt. Whereas with silicone, because it withstands up to 260 degrees, it'll retain that pattern throughout its lifetime.
I see, yeah. And in the background here, we've got some of those original materials that we were talking about. Okay, great.
The materials here actually are cut in sizes, and they're actually going out on Amazon right now as we speak. So you can also get it on Amazon if you need it.
Wow, out on Amazon. That's great news to hear as we wrap up. All right, well, thanks very much for explaining. Yeah, that was great to learn a little bit more.